So why do you feel so lost now? You were the smartest kid in class. Everyone knew it, and so did you. But now, as an adult, you might feel lost. It's not just a feeling, it's a reality for many people. Shockingly, studies show that over 60% of highly gifted children struggle with anxiety and depression as adults. In fact, a 2017 report found that almost 1 in 3 gifted children have trouble finding a career that matches their talents. How can the smart ones feel so off track? Is it the pressure of always needing to be perfect? Or maybe it's the silent battle of trying to meet impossible expectations? If you've ever wondered how you went from being the smartest in the room to feeling uncertain about your future, you're not alone. In this video, we'll dive into why being labeled smart as a kid doesn't always guarantee success or happiness later in life. We'll explore how high expectations, comparison, and the pressure to always be perfect can leave you feeling stuck. But don't worry, we'll also give you the strategies to break free from this cycle, rebuild your confidence, and find fulfillment in new ways. Ready to discover why you feel lost, and how to find your way back? Stay with us. Chapter 1. The brightest star in the room. What went wrong? As a child, being labeled as the smart kid may have felt like a badge of honor. You were the one others turned to for answers, the shining star in every class. But somewhere along the way, that label became more of a burden than a blessing. According to a study by the University of Michigan, kids who are constantly told they are smart are more likely to develop a fear of failure and avoid challenges, since their identity is so tied to success. For parents, it's easy to push their kids to keep being the best, but we often overlook the pressure this creates. Instead of celebrating their smarts, we should encourage effort and resilience. Letting children experience failure helps them learn how to cope with setbacks, an important skill in life. As children grow older, they often feel the need to meet impossible standards set by both themselves and others. This pressure can create a deep sense of self-doubt. In fact, a 2019 study by the American Psychological Association found that gifted children have higher rates of anxiety and depression than their peers. This paradox, being the smart one but feeling overwhelmed and lost, is more common than you might think. To help combat this, focus on the process, not just the outcome. Praise effort and perseverance rather than intellect. By shifting the narrative from, "you're the smartest," to, "you're capable of overcoming challenges," we empower kids to embrace growth, not just perfection. After all, intelligence isn't static, it's something that evolves over time. Chapter 2. From Genius to Uncertainty, the Silent Crisis. The transition from being the genius kid to adulthood is often marked by uncertainty. As a child, your future seemed clear-cut. But when real-life decisions pile up, it can be hard to see the way forward. You might feel like you're expected to have everything figured out, but the reality is, most adults don't either. According to research from the National Center for Education Statistics, more than 50% of college graduates are working in jobs that don't require a degree. This highlights a growing disconnection between traditional academic achievements and personal fulfillment. Why does this happen? It's because intelligence alone doesn't always translate into emotional intelligence, resilience, or life skills, things that are crucial when navigating the complexities of adulthood. Parenting should evolve from solely fostering academic success to also nurturing emotional maturity, social skills, and self-awareness. It's also important to recognize that this sense of being lost is normal. Just because someone is smart doesn't mean they have everything figured out, and that's okay. The journey to self-discovery often involves many twists and turns. Embrace the uncertainty because it's a sign of growth, not failure. Chapter 3. The Trap of High Expectations. Can you ever escape? High expectations can be motivating, but they can also create a suffocating atmosphere. Kids labeled as smart often feel the weight of the world on their shoulders, particularly when parents expect them to succeed in every area of life. Research shows that high parental expectations are linked to increased stress and burnout in children. In fact, the Journal of Child and Family Studies revealed that over 40% of children who faced high academic expectations reported feeling anxious and disconnected from their true selves. As parents, it's vital to let kids know that their worth isn't tied to their performance. Start by asking open-ended questions like, "What do you enjoy most?" or "What would you like to try next?" This shows your child that you're interested in their passions, not just their achievements. It's also important to allow them room to fail and learn from their mistakes. When parents place too much emphasis on success, they unknowingly send the message that failure is unacceptable. For many kids, it's not about being the smartest in the room, it's about finding something they truly care about. When you allow your child to explore their interests without pressure, they begin to see the value in the journey, not just the destination. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more strategies on how to help your child and yourself grow through life's challenges. Chapter 4. Rewriting your narrative. Embracing the lost moments. Feeling lost isn't the end of the world, it's often the beginning of something new. For many kids who were labeled as smart, the pressure of success can leave them feeling adrift when things aren't going perfectly. The key here is to shift your focus. Instead of viewing lost moments as setbacks, think of them as opportunities for growth. According to Dr. Carol Dweck, a psychologist known for her work on mindset, people who embrace a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities rather than threats. Parents can help by teaching their kids that being lost is simply part of life's natural progression. Instead of saying, "You should have known this by now," try saying, "It's okay to feel lost. What can we learn from this?" When you reframe the experience of feeling lost as a moment of self-discovery, it becomes easier to navigate the uncertainty. This is where resilience is built. Helping your child embrace these lost moments with patience and curiosity can turn them into opportunities for growth rather than sources of stress. As they learn to bounce back from setbacks, they'll feel more confident in their ability to tackle life's challenges. Chapter 5. The Social Comparison Trap. Why being the smart kid sets you up for failure. In today's world, social comparison is harder to avoid than ever, especially for kids who grew up with high expectations. Social media amplifies this problem, as it's easy to look at someone else's highlight reel and feel like you're falling short. A study published by the American Journal of Preventive Medicine found that teens who frequently compare themselves to others on social media are at a higher risk for depression and low self-esteem. Being the smart kid often leads to a silent competition with peers, making it harder to feel good about your own progress. What's important to remember is that success isn't a zero-sum game. Just because someone else is excelling doesn't mean you're failing. Parents can help by emphasizing that every person's path is unique. Encourage your child to focus on their own growth, not someone else's achievements. As Dr. Seuss once said, "Today you are you, that is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you." Embracing individuality is key to escaping the comparison trap. Teach kids to celebrate their own strengths and not measure themselves by the standards of others. Chapter 6. Finding yourself beyond the grades. Nurturing a life of fulfillment. Grades and academic success are important, but they don't define who you are as a person. It's crucial for parents to emphasize that true fulfillment comes from pursuing passions and living with purpose, not just from getting straight A's. A study from the University of Pennsylvania found that students who are intrinsically motivated, those who enjoy learning for the sake of learning, are more likely to thrive in life. Encourage your child to explore interests outside of the classroom. Whether it's music, sports, volunteering, or a creative project, these activities help build character, resilience, and emotional intelligence. According to psychologist Daniel Goleman, emotional intelligence, EQ, is often a better predictor of success than IQ. By fostering your child's emotional growth, you equip them with the tools they need to thrive in both their personal and professional lives. Finding fulfillment isn't about achieving the highest grades or winning every competition. It's about discovering what brings joy and meaning into your life. When parents focus on helping their children grow holistically, intellectually, emotionally, and socially, they give them the foundation to not just succeed, but to truly live a fulfilling life. By following these strategies, parents can help their children not just survive the pressure of being labeled smart, but thrive in an ever-changing world. It's about recognizing that being lost is part of the journey and embracing it with open arms. After all, it's in the moments of uncertainty that we find our true selves. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights and practical strategies on navigating life's challenges with confidence and purpose.